Hey, what's up guys? It's Mickey the Barber, and today's video I'm just going to answer a few questions that I've been getting a lot. One of the questions is, how many tools do I actually have? And the other question is, what tools do I use? So in all, I have about 13 pair of clippers. I have one shaver and I have one massager, and I use that for facial and head. I'm going to briefly describe each of the tools that I have and what the purpose for the actual tool is. And I'm hoping that this will help you guys out in the long run, whether it helps a professional or whether it helps the average man or female at home just want to clean themselves up. Alright, first I'm going to start off with my shavers. These are Braun Series 9. I got these from Best Buy. I think I paid like $300 for these shavers. And I actually love these shavers. I got this because I love the close shave that it gives. So once I'm getting that real close ball shave, I think that these are very amazing. Even though they cost a lot, I still think that these are some amazing shavers. So I love these. Also, to my massager, this is the Oyster massager. I use this for the head and the facial massager. I don't get to use this as often as I would like. It can add value to professional. If you looking to make some more money, you can add this service to your list of services, and you can actually make a little bit more money. So my next clippers is, as a professional, I like to keep it old school. So I go with what I started with, and I really don't like to venture too much off from it. Sometimes, I am all about change, but sometimes it is a little bit hard for me to swap out what clippers I'm using when a new pair of clippers come out. So for my actual cutting, I love to use my Fade Masters. I've been using this for a long time, so I love how it fades. I can zero gap this out, and it helps when I'm adjusting, when I'm blending my trying to get that ball fade glasses. And also when I'm doing my low hair units, the ones where you put the actual braiding hair down on the scalp. I love to use these because it cuts straight through that. I don't have to worry about having to go back through it several times just to get the hair off. This cuts straight through that. So I love my Fade Masters for that. My next ones is old school, of course. My Andis, my T-liners, and my outliners. So I love both of these. Of course, I use my T-line. Both of these, I have them sharpened, so they like my hitters. The only thing is, I use my actual outliners just to edge line up and get that clean, sharp edge up, and I use my T-liners more for like designs and stuff like that, because it has the little T edge on it, so I can kind of like get that real design that I want to, and try to do different things with the T. So I love these. Are my old school. I love these. I don't like to go venture off from these, so that's why I at least keep 2 pair of these. My next ones is my BGRB, my Andis. I love these. The only reason I love these because these help me be faster. Like when it comes to cutting hair, I want to be able to do the best possible job the fastest. So I love these because these let me know what the guards, and lets me know exactly where I'm at all times. And I get to go ahead and lock that line out easily when I know what guard I use to create the line. So that's why I love this, and I also like the fact that I can go between actually using the cord and going cordless. So that's also a plus for me, because I'm always on the go. So as a traveling barber, I do like to have tools that I don't have to plug in all the time. So of course, that's the downfall of my older clippers, is that I always have to worry about whether I got something to plug in or not. All right, y'all. So the next couple of clippers I'm about to tell y'all is the clippers that I more so had to adjust to using as I've grown as a barber. Now the first set of clippers that I'm gonna tell you guys about is my Wall 100 seniors. I love these clippers. They work just as good as my masters. Of course, the great thing about them is that they're cordless. Now, I ain't gonna lie, I was a little afraid to go to the cordless because the cordless clippers that I have seen, they just don't have the power that the masters have. So I just haven't been able to make that adjustment. But I actually got a chance to try these out because there was a little hype behind them. So I went out and I grabbed these just to try. And I actually love them. They do cut. They're a little bit heavier than the regular cordless clippers, so they do have a little bit more power. So I love using these on my lower cuts also. So these are some good clippers that I actually have added to my list that I use on a regular basis. My next clippers are now I was actually surprised about these clippers, and these are my the bevels. I actually went out and grabbed these because, for one, the owner is black, so I wanted to try that out simply for that fact. But I was a little bit skeptical about actually trying these out because, as you can tell, these are supposed to be edgers, and as you can tell, the edges that I was using on a regular basis, they're small in my hand. So when I originally seen these online, they looked heavy and they looked big, bulky. So I was a little bit skeptical about actually trying these out. So once I did actually go try these out, I love these clippers now. Like I'm just like, yo, why I didn't get these earlier? But because they're not as big as I assumed they would be. They're only a little bit bigger than my Angus T-liner. So I actually was excited about that. I was like, oh yeah, I thought they was bigger, but they wasn't. So another thing that I love about these clippers is that I told you guys that I have to sharpen these to get them to hit like hitters. For these, I was actually excited because you can adjust them through actually just taking it off, and it has an adjuster for you, so you can just hit this down here and you can bring it back, or you can take it up to the top and have them hitting that real close shade. So I thought that was super dope. Even though these clippers was $200, I got them for $200 at Target. So I definitely think that it was worth the $200. I definitely think these clippers are amazing. So this is something that I like to add it to my list of clippers. The clippers that I'm definitely disappointed in was my Angus cordless clippers. These, as again, I told you guys that I was skeptical about using the cordless clippers because of the power they have in them. And this one proved my point to have zero to little power. And that sounded annoying. I definitely, these are clippers that I use just for show now. So I don't use these clippers at all. They don't do anything for me. As a barber, please don't waste your money on these clippers. I still would rather use the old school T-liners versus using the cordless ones. So my next clippers that I'm going to tell you guys are, these are the clippers that I suggest that any guy that's at home grooming himself have. Now this clipper is, I got these from offline. I caught these. I just wanted to see how they was, if they had any power or anything like that. Now they are cordless. They charge this, and they have like a 2-hour use power before you have to recharge. Now I have to say that I wouldn't be able to use these on a regular basis as a barber, because I just don't think that, because of how long it has for the hold, the charge, it wouldn't be worth it. And they just don't hit like these other clippers. So I definitely wouldn't suggest a barber get these before a guy that's at home grooming themselves. You just want to get a line up under here, and you want to just kind of line it up, and maybe get a line on your head, just to keep fresh until you get to that next appointment with your barber. I would suggest these clippers right here, and they're very cheap. So of course, you know what I'm saying. The only thing I would suggest is replace your blade a little often. But other than that, as long as you keep them clean, they should work perfectly fine. Now, my last set of clippers is my favorite clippers. These are the clippers that I love the most. If you look at all of my videos, I'm using these clippers in every single last video. And these are my Angus Slimline Pros. I love these clippers. I actually have 4 pair of this, so this goes on to my 13 pair of clippers. I have 4 pair of these. For one, I use these on myself, and you can adjust these. So I do have some that's a little bit sharper than others. So just because, you know, if I'm cutting a kid's hair, I wouldn't want it to be as sharp as I would want it to if I'm cutting a older gentleman. So for that fact, that I love these clippers for that, and they're cordless. They have a lot of power, and I can go from going from cordless to plugging them in and using them while they're plugged up. So I definitely love it for that fact too. So and this I use, like I said, I use these on myself. So for any guy that's at home grooming himself, I definitely think that you need these. And if you're a barber, you also need these clippers too on deck. These need to be in your lineup. These clippers are definitely worth the buy. So this is my clipper lineup. I just want to thank you guys for actually coming through and watching my video. If you guys have any more questions, you can leave them in the comment section, and soon I'll be hitting you guys with a new video. Thank you guys. See you guys later.